Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Monday the 27th of March. Here we have our two types of tables in front of us. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing us the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. You can see here all the currencies today are highlighted in green. That means there's a confluence between all the currencies that we can see. So we've got a full board for today. Now the tables auto update every 5 minutes. 24/7, meaning that the members can see how the markets stand right now in real time, and you can see we've got lots of actionable forex pairs to take a look at going into today. I have looked around the board and picked out a couple of the best ones that I think are in key positions that we could be looking to take action on. So you can see from the trend traders table, Aussie yen remains the top currency pair to be taking a look at there, with the yen being the strongest currency and Aussie being the weakest currency. The Aussie being the weakest currency is only reflected on the day traders as well. The yen, however, is not the strongest on the day traders, it is the second strongest. That's followed by the pound as the second strongest on the trend traders, but only the third on the day traders. Swiss franc is the third on the trend traders, but tops are day traders, meaning that there's some momentum here with the Swiss franc. Like I said, Aussie tops the tables as the weakest. We've got CAD being the second weakest on the trend traders, but the third weakest on the day traders. And then we've got Kiwi being the third weakest on the trend traders, and day traders is showing it as the second weakest. So I'm actually going to be focusing again on yen, just because we've got Aussie yen as our top trend traders there. I'm going to focus on CAD yen this time, just kind of give us a little bit of an update of what we've previously done and what could potentially happen next, as well as Aussie yen, because the risk off market is an interesting one at the moment. So let's take a look at CAD yen. Now I'm on the weekly chart, and we've spoken about CAD yen for a good period of time now. We've been looking for opportunities to the downside. We caught a nice move in from the 98 handle down to the 95 handle, so that was a nice 300 pip move that we took advantage of. Now I'm looking to see if price will extend down, because we do have this area here between the 93 handle and the 92 spot 50 where price may want to come into. My only concern is that we didn't close below these lows here on the weekly time frame, which could mean that price maybe wants to come back and reach some higher prices before continuing to the downside. But at the moment, the market is still definitely in that risk-off mode, which could mean the yen could strengthen slightly going into this week. So looking for potential downside. Now if we go to a lower time frame on the H4 chart at the moment, but you can see that we did breach these lows to the left. We did get 2 consecutive closes below that low, so that is a good sign that price is going to continue to the downside. However, it was just that weekly close back within the 95 level, which was a little bit of a concern. Price is still, however, making lower highs and lower lows, so we still have to stick with that until the momentum changes, and we are in an area of interest at the moment. Now I have marked out the previous highs here as an area of interest, which is around about the 96 spot 25 handle. So if price was to reach that level, you could look for an opportunity to the downside. I, however, like an opportunity that's forming on the lower time frame. So on the hourly time frame, you can see here that price has come into this previous spike high and rejected. Now, doesn't mean that obviously price is going to continue to the downside, but I am already in a position around this 96 position, and I'm looking to see if price will trade to the downside. Now, I did get a nice move down initially, came back into these previous highs, and if I was to actually just insert a moving average in here, Charles has pointed out a 50 moving average, which I think we can just take a quick look at when I add it to the screen. And the hourly 50 has bounced in here. Okay, so Charles was suggesting to me we can have a little look at the potential for price to break through that area first before looking at the continuation to the downside. I, however, have gone in a little bit more aggressive. I've gone in at this 96 area in here where that spike high was, just to try and take advantage of any kind of early moves. Looking to see though if price will break down. If we do break down, I'll look to add into a position for a move back down into the lows at the 94 handle, but ultimately my target is all the way down into the 92.50 or the 93 handle, which is a nice 250 to 300 pip reward if price does continue to break to the downside there. So something to consider when you're looking at CAD yen is the potential for price to break lower. So I would say conservative entries, look for your price to continue down and trade with the momentum of the market. Aggressive entries are going to be this 96 or even the 96 sort of 25 area where you got those previous resistance highs. Again, you can look at your ATRs over here to see where your stop placement should be. Looking for price to continue down there for CAD yen. The other market of interest was obviously Aussie yen. Aussie yen topping that trend traders chart. Still something I like the idea of going short on. If I just bring in the tables, you can see Aussie yen topping those tables. Aussie the top of the weakness. So I'm still looking for Oz opportunities. Now, I actually think Aussie yen's a little bit cleaner than CAD yen. I just didn't manage to get a position in on Aussie yen just yet. So if we look at this weekly time frame, just get rid of this for a second. We close below the 87 spot 50 handle. We close below previous lows on the weekly as well, that 87 level. So good sign that we could potentially see price come down to the 85 spot 50. We did reach the highs here at the 86 spot 25 and we did reject that a little bit. But I think because we've closed below this trend line support as well, I like the idea of seeing Aussie yen trade lower. Now if I go to the 4-hour time frame, again I've just mapped out a bit of an area of interest. We've traded through these lows here, we've come back and we've retested that area now, that 87 spot 50, and I'm looking to see if price will continue to trade lower here, because even if we were trying to get a position around about the 87 spot 50, let's just say we've got at least 125 to 150 pips to the low, we've then got another sort of move of 200 pips down. So you've got like a nice 200 pip reward there if you were looking to get in and around the 87 spot 50. So if I actually go down a couple of time frames, I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame, and you can see we did get some aggressive selling coming in and around that point. So I'm looking to see, are we going to get a lower high, or could we get an equal high to see if price will then trade to the downside there. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Obviously, if price breaks above this area here, then it's got more chance of coming back up into the next level of resistance, which is that sort of 88 spot 30 with this trendline resistance confluence as well. So do be aware that price could still break back to the upside. I'm just looking to see if we will get sort of the momentum of that risk off sentiment, and can we trade down to the area of interest. So keep your eyes on Aussie yen and CAD yen. I still think they're the currency pairs in focus at this current moment in time, and we'll look to see if we can possibly get some opportunities for them. Thanks for watching the video. I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.